Hey, Scratchy Babes. It's been a minute, but welcome back to the Scratcher Girls ASMR and More channel. And so, yes, you've guessed it, we're doing a voiceover on this one here. Now, I know that some of you guys aren't particularly fond of the voiceovers, but guess what? There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more just like you that really like the voiceovers. And so again, we're the Scratcher Girls ASMR and More channel, which means there's gonna be something on this channel that surely will cater to your personal likes and preferences. So now that we've gotten the admin stuff out of the way, let's talk. Let's have a conversation, guys. First off, let me tell you guys how excited I am for all of us. We've told you guys from the beginning, this is us, this is we. This is a movement that we are all doing together. Yes, we are the facilitators of this movement, but without you guys, what would the movement be, right? It would be pointless. So we are in this together. So every milestone that we accomplish, guys, it's for all of us. We all win. We all win. AGT, the experience there was phenomenal. I'm still really kind of full and overwhelmed by the experience and the favor that was shown to us and our team while there in LA filming. And I can't wait to share everything with you guys, under production or producers' request. We're not allowed to share very much intimate footage from our experience until it's closer to airing time. So surely, I'm sure you guys can understand that. But yes, it was amazing. And you guys in LA were amazing. We still feel really bad that we couldn't lay hands on everyone there, but we had to think of a way to make it happen until our major goal is met. So we're going to be visiting you guys, and you're going to hear me talk about it all the time for the newbies and all of that. I'm going to post videos or whatever because I have to get this in you all's ear that we will be in your town on a regular month to month. We're right now working on the details, and we will be sharing all of those here really soon. But yay, guys. We're almost there. And for those of you that are still requesting the microphone, the wrist microphones, I've given so many disclaimers. We are truly working on things, but the content that you guys are viewing now is content from our archive. So of course, we're going to, post those videos first. But we are working. We're working. And a lot of these requests that have come through, guys, surely we know that a lot of these things take money. And for, I guess, the better quality of anything, it takes a little bit more money unless you, come across a streak of luck. So just, again, we're working, and we're doing what it is we do, and we're learning day by day. And for those of you who share little nuggets with us, bless you, because we definitely pay attention, and we try to utilize most that we can. But I wanted to have a real conversation, again, aside from all of the admin stuff with the family. So we have recently come across a viral TikTok video of a young lady discussing, in tears, discussing it as she wept, how she was really touch-starved. And, before any of you guys, go there, she said or declared that she didn't mean anything sexual or anything like that, which I'm so glad that she stuck a pin in that one because, for a long time, I don't know how old a lot of you are. I know that a lot of our viewers are probably my age and beyond, maybe even a lot younger. But for those that are closer to my age and beyond, we grew up in an era where we were told that sex sells. Now, I don't know if that adage is different these days, but we surely see a lot of it being publicized. But that was the adage back then when it came to selling perfume or a simple pair of jeans, Jordache jeans. A lot of you guys remember the Jordache jeans commercials, right? And so I guess back then we accepted that sex sold. So everything pretty much was laced with a sexual connotation, right? Well, that's not really true, because as researchers and scientists and doctors and people like myself have discovered, there's a lot more to the human or just the physical touch, period, that meets the eye. And yes, sexual encounters, under certain circumstances are amazing. But not every encounter that involves touch is sexually charged, right? You have the touch from a mother to a child, right? Like, what do doctors do when moms first deliver their baby, right? They create a bond, they create physical contact between the mother and the child, right? And so I never really thought of why that is until recently. And it makes complete and total sense. The doctors want to create that bond, right? And then there's the bond between the pet and the pet owner, right? Why do we hug or stroke and caress our pets? Why do they love it? It's an even reciprocation of those beautiful energies of physical touch, right? And it's not just limited to humans. It goes across the board. So that's why we love to rub our pets, and our pets love to be rubbed, right? And we don't realize that there is an actual exchange of energies, endorphins, serotonins, a decrease in cortisol levels, which cortisol is the actual hormone that, controls your bad mood or your sad mood, and the serotonin is going to come back and fight that cortisol and bring you back to a state of euphoria and bliss and feeling good and happy. So that's why the touch here is so essential. You have myself, Mother Scratch, here on this one. And it was such an absolute pleasure helping this young lady, grab her serotonin and make it work for her. She was absolutely relaxed. I had to coach her in the beginning a little bit and get her to fully surrender. But she had no problems eventually doing that. So touch is so important, guys. So getting back to this young lady, it really touched my heart because it was so deep. And yet it was so, I felt her pain. And I'm actually looking for this young lady. So if you guys run across her, know her, please get us connected, because I want to invite her in for a session, a special session of her own. I'm not sure. We did a little bit of research trying to find her. I'm not sure if she lives in New York or Jersey or exactly where, but please get her attention to the Scratcher Girls, please. But this is a topic that we're going to delve or dive a little bit deeper into eventually. But a lot of people were suggesting that she go and have her nails done or her feet done or that type of thing. And I'm pretty sure she's no stranger to having those things done or, getting a massage. I'm pretty sure that she's no stranger to those things, right? I mean, she seems to be quite a bit of an adult. Although I've met some people who have not had a massage ever before in their lives. And I'm talking individuals that are closer to my age. And it actually shocked me. But there are those individuals out amongst us that have not had the pleasure of experiencing certain things or certain modalities when it comes to the wellness world, right? And although places like massage parlors or, nail salons, spas, whatever, those touches are good touches. But I'd have to say, although they may have a short-term benefit, because you're still touching another human being, right? But then I want to go a little deeper than that. Although those touches are good for the moment, but we're so big on energy here with the Scratcher Girls that if we ourselves know that we are not in a good space or place before we engage in scratch therapy, we have to do certain things in order to bring our energy to a conducive place of relaxation for both ourselves and the scratchee, because we're exchanging energy, and energy is so real. And so we're the practitioner, which means we're pulling this deficit in good energy out of our scratchies. And so we most times may end up with that energy still placed upon us and our shoulders, which is why we have to practice cleansing, energy cleansing, if you will, sage or your special or favorite stone, right? That you just hold and you just let that stone just radiate certain energies. I don't know, but whatever it is, that you need to do, it needs to be done in all fairness, right? And so I said that to say this. Going into a nail spa, you may come out with a beautiful set of nails or hands, right? But if that touch in that time is not by someone who is grounded, right, in an energy perspective, then that touch isn't going to do what it really needs to do. And so that's why those places may not be as effective to radiate good positive energy to an individual, right? We have to be careful in regards to our state of mind or our state of being when working with others. And so that's why I call these places an unintentional touch, right? Because they have to touch you, right, in order to render the service, and the same with massage, massage, is intentional, but it's unintentional, if that makes any sense. Because again, those massage therapists are there to do a job, and that is what? To loosen your tight, sore muscles. But they could still themselves be wallowing in bad energy when they're working on you, when they're doing their works. They really could be coming to a dead end wall in regards to energy forces. So, again, that's what makes what the Scratcher Girls do and like-minded individuals. What makes this special is that it's an intentional touch of healing, an intentional touch of relaxation, an intentional touch of bringing you to that place of zen, An intentional touch of connecting to beautiful energies. An intentional touch of allowing you or helping you to connect with yourself. Which connecting with yourself is probably one of the most beautiful, intentional touches or inductions to touch. We may have to introduce you to touch, right? So that when you're alone, you know how to touch yourself. And we're not talking anything sexual. Although, again, those have benefits as well. Those touches have benefits as well. But we won't go there this time. So what we're talking about now is a good, wholesome, intentional touch. And we want to help you with that, which is why we're studying so hard daily to educate ourselves so that we can all get to that place of intentional, beautiful, intentional touches between two individuals or two beings, if you will, is so essential. And I would imagine that there are so many more individuals in this world that experience the same thing that this young lady experiences. And we've got to get to work, guys. God bless you. We love you. And we're working here until scratch meets body. Ciao.